Hello, and I'm going to be telling the story of Jeff the Killer. Okay, so first what happens is he moves to a new town with all his family, basically him, his brother, his mum, and his dad. And Jeff, at 13 years old, when he's going to school the next day, he encountered three bullies, Randy, Keith, and Troy. And Jeff's way of dealing with them was by beating them up after he had threatened them with some knives. Jeff's brother didn't want him to go to prison thanks to this, so he had taken the blame for him. And Jeff, because of his brother just disappearing and going to prison, that sent him into a depression. And a bit after that, he had went to a party that he was invited to. At the party, the three bullies had come back and they were attacking him. But this time, Jeff had decided to kill one of them, and one of them covered him in bleach and then burnt him alive, which, from what I'm reading this, to give me this information from, it just says his mind, because of this, had permanently snapped, and that basically made him insane. His mind and after all of that, he had to go to hospital, and he was like all wrapped up in bandages to help him heal. But the weird thing about him was, a couple of weeks later, when he had recovered, his family was pulling off the bandages. His brother had just come back from prison. When they were pulling it off, they found out that his skin had gone really pale and his hair turned black. And that was obviously shocking to them, and they were like, oh, what happened, and stuff like that. So what they wanted to do was, obviously, they were kind of concerned about him. Later, they took him home, and despite everything that had happened, he had thought he'd become even more beautiful, which is great, but because of how his mind had snapped, like I already told you, he had picked up a lot of murderous tendencies, and he didn't really feel sorry if he killed anything. That will become relevant a bit later on. So he smiled a lot, and he tried to keep his eyes open a lot. But obviously it's painful to always smile, and so he cut open his mouth so he could be like smiling forever and burnt off his eyelids. And when his mum found him like that, she asked, why did you do that? And he said that it was so painful to smile, he wanted to smile forever. And his mum was shocked, and then he asked if he was beautiful. She said, yes, you are. Then she went to his dad to say to kill him with a shotgun. She said, and his dad was okay with this. So when they were going to go kill him, he was just about to, and then Jeff decided to kill his two parents. Then his brother found out, and Jeff tried to kill him. It looked like he did. His face was all cut up, there was blood everywhere. And on the walls, stuff he had written with blood, go to sleep. But the thing that Jeff didn't realize was that his brother had actually survived his attack. And because of this, when the ambulance came and the police to see this place, Jeff had already went on to become a murderer and had become a serial killer and renamed himself Jeff the Killer. His brother survived, and if you want to hear his brother's story, tell me, and I would gladly do it. And this is the end, so bye!